Okay, so I'd like to show you how to join the grannies together. So I've now made 16 in total of these, and what I've already done is for example, I've joined this edge here, and I now want to make another row on top of that. So I'd like to show you how to connect grannies to one another. Now I'm doing them in an alternating pattern. So here you see the blue and the white, and here you see the blue and the light blue. So they're alternating in colors, and here you got the white again. So that means that on top of this one I would want a white one, and on top of this one a blue one. Here we go, this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to connect these two to here, and of course you would continue to do that until the end of the row, because you're connecting 4 grannies next to each other in a 4x4 mesh. So starting here with the first one, I've got a yarn on my hook, which is again a double thread, because I'm doing everything with double thread here, and it's the petrol color, the deep blue color that I'm using for the outer edge of the squares. Now put the squares right side down, so facing each other, the 2 right sides on top of one another, like so. And in the first, in the corners, I'm going to enter into and make a single crochet. So I've got both corners, and I'm making a single crochet, like so. Now, from here onwards, up until the end of this row, I'm not going to be working through the entire stitch. So if this is the stitch, you see you've got front loops and back loops. I'm only going to be using the outer loops of each stitch. So looking at these, at the next stitch, if I was to go through the entire stitch, I'd have it like so. If I slightly pull it apart, you see you've got 2 sides to it, the front and the back. I only want the first one, because that's on the outer edge, the outside of this double granny that I've put together. And I also want the outer loop from the other side. So it's the outside on this and the outside on that. And then between these two, I'm going to be making a single crochet. The next stitch, the outer loop, and the other side also the outer loop, like so. Take them together and a single crochet. Then again, outer loop and the outer loop, like so, and a single crochet. Now the first 3 stitches are of course reasonably easy, because these are 3 double crochets. Now you come to a chain 1 in the pattern, and here it is slightly more difficult, but do not go through like this through the pattern. Do pick up only 1 loop, and on the other side also only 1 loop of that chain 1, like so, and double crochet and single crochet. And then you're on to the next stitch again, only picking up 1 loop and making a single crochet. The reason for only this 1 loop is that then the inside edge of the granny is still visible from the front, and then you get beautifully the nice and distinct the individual grannies. Now what we've, and then again a chain 1, and sometimes if that chain 1 is hard to get into, or for example it is the slip stitch that's closed the granny at the end, you may choose to take a loop from the stitch before or after that chain 1. But do not go through the entire stitch. That's very important. So if you're having trouble getting into a loop, take a loop next to it. That's little cheating is not such an issue. You will hardly see it from the front. Only if you're like really looking for it, you may see it. Like so, and so, and now onto the last part of this granny. So, and again only the front and only the 2 archer loops, and the last stitch, full stitch, that's this one and that one, like so. And now I'm on the corner again, and the corner you do take, just like at the beginning, the entire corner. So you go into the corner and into the next corner completely, and you make a single crochet, like so. And if I now open it up, you see here that you still see the edge of the granny, the stitches, and that makes for a very nice effect. So what comes next to it is a white one, like so. So I will want them to be like this. So this one also I fold it flat, and to make my life easier, what I do is I connect these loose edges with markers, so that they don't kind of go everywhere. And that's just yeah, something that I like to do. So I'm gonna just connect these 2 together, like so, just to keep them in place while I'm still working on it. So when they're not together joined yet. So I'm gonna put it down. So here they're connected, and then I'm going to continue and repeat what I've done here. I'm going to repeat on these next 2 grannies. So again, through the corner and through the corner, take them both and make a single crochet, like so. And then again the outer loop of the first stitch and the outer loop on the other side of that first stitch, and make a single crochet, like so. And I'm going to repeat this right until the end of the row. So I'm going to be making 4 like these next to each other, and then I've done everything in this direction. I'm going to start working in this direction. So when I've completed all 4, so when I've got the 4x4 but I only have them in one direction, I'll show you how to make the other direction. Okay, so you've connected everything in this direction. See here, see this is all connected, but in this direction not. So now I'm going to swap directions and work like this. Again, I've got a double strand of yarn on my hook with a slip knot at the end, and we're again going to fold this over to have the right sides of the granny on top of each other, like so. And we're going to do exactly the same as we've done before. So again, starting in the corner, each and every stitch we're taking the outer loops and making single crochets in them. And when we get to the corner, it might be a little bit messy, but again, make one single crochet through the corner on this side and through the corner on the other side, and make sure you can really find that corner stitch on both sides. So here and here. So starting on this side and then do exactly the same, and when you're finished you'll have a beautiful cushion that is connected in a 4x4 pattern. And when you're all done, start on the other side of the cushion as well.